Well, George was our first child, so I was in my early 30s, and obviously it was an exciting time, a new child, and having lots of fun and not much sleep, watching him kind of develop and grow up. As a parent, the first child, you don't really know what you're doing. You're learning as you go along, but every tiny little thing, every tiny recognition that you get from the baby is something very special at that stage. We noticed a small lump right on the top of his forehead. So we went to the doctors, I don't know, a couple of days later, and they came in and they said, right, let's examine him. So they laid him down, and they felt around his body, and they looked at each other, and they said, we think it's leukemia. And it was a devastating word to hear. All of a sudden, your child is seriously, seriously ill. He needs blood transfusions, and we need to start him on chemotherapy almost immediately. And it was devastating. It was really difficult. And they're very honest. The doctors were very honest with us, and they said, well, I think they gave it between a 10 and a 20% chance of survival. And it was really, really tough. It was just not knowing what was going to happen, not knowing what his chances were, living by the minute at that point. He was seriously ill, and they pumped him full of bloods and chemotherapy, and he was almost like just a ball, a huge ball, looked like he was going to burst. He had so much fluid inside him, and those first few days were traumatic. And there were at least 2 occasions where we were sat down and told that the chances of him making it through the night were slim. I used to have this recurring nightmare of carrying this small white coffin and waking up in cold sweats every time I had it. Thankfully, I never had to live that scenario. Now, there were other parents in the hospital with circumstances very similar to our own, whose children didn't make it, and didn't make it whilst we were there. And that's how anyone can deal with that, I don't know, but we were lucky. With George, he's 26 years on now, and he's great.
Due to me having leukemia when I was younger and all the treatment I did go through, I do realise how lucky I am to be here and appreciate all these experiences I have in life.
I remember he came home one day, he was about 4 at this point, so that was 3.5 years post-treatment, and he said, Dad, I'm going to support Manchester United. I said, no, you're not.
1 in 2 of us will get cancer in our lifetime. Help us fight back. To give 20 or £10, text 20 or 10 to 70404. Or to donate online, go to channel4.com/SU2C. 100% of the money you give will fund life-saving cancer research.